an extra Kasali Pride Mage.
The difference really comes in the sideboard where you know they both have really the only mirror matchup cards. Todd has 1 Linvala, 1 Gideon, and Adam has 2 Linvala.
No Gideon.
No Gideon. He does have 2 Gut Shots that could always come in.
I mean, dude brought in Bajuka Bog a minute ago, so who knows what he's going to
Hey, Bajuka Bog in the mirror, you want to shrink your opponent's knights. That's very good.
If he brings in Aethersworn Canonist here and somehow it puts Todd in a situation where he needs to cast multiple spells in a turn and says, haha, Aethersworn Canonist. Like, what? That's not for this match. No, but yeah, I mean, it does make sense. But it was, and he just had it. I don't know. I think, you know, it all happened so fast. I don't know if he naturally just drew the Bajuka Bog or if he searched for it with the knight or whatever it was. I looked up. I'm looking. I'm going, okay.
You're just going,
so
oh my God.
I'm like, he's left with just 2 knights, and you know, all of a sudden there's, you know, JBL just, oh my God. Bajuka Bog's in play.
So I kind of, I think Adam has a reasonable advantage here. I think that the Fauna Shamans, especially post-board, are going to be huge. Linvala in this matchup is just amazing. He's got an extra Linvala to get to begin with.
He just has to be very careful about even Mind Sensor.
He does. You have to be careful about Mind Sensor. Another thing you have to be careful about is, you know, Gideon Jura could get pretty good pretty quickly.
Yeah.
You know, Elish Norn too. Elish Norn in the mirror. Wow.
Well, I mean, we just saw Elish Norn.
Right.
It's crazy. That's what I'm saying. Like that was Elish Norn in the mirror.
That was. This is going to be.
This could be epic.
This will be epic, I think.
And you know, Gaddock Teague, nice way to stop Elspeth and Gideon.
Yeah.
I mean, both players have access to Gaddock Teague. Adam has probably an easier time finding his with the Fauna Shamans.
Right. Yeah, and I think that's going to be the real big thing in this matchup is Adam able to turn creatures that are maybe not so good at this exact moment into awesome creatures. Like, Kasali Prey Mage is generally not spectacular in the mirror.
Yeah.
So you know what that becomes? A Neither Reliquary.
Yeah.
You know, or you draw a Noble Hierarch turn 3. I don't really want that. You want that is Linvala. Like it, yeah. I think, you know, I don't think it's such an amazing edge that I'm willing to be like, you know, no chance. Adam Kai, not close, but I think he's got a distinct advantage. I think I might go 60-40.
Okay, I like that. It sounds about right to me. I think the tutor package. I think as long as he is aware of Aven Mind Sensor, which Todd does have in his hand right now. As long as he plays around the Aven Mind Sensor, I think he's all right.
Adam down.
Yeah.
Down 1 card.
Down a card, but not the worst thing in the world. We saw Ross Miriam last match mull to 5 and get an incredible start. Unfortunately, the way that game finished was Elish Norn Bajuka Bog, but for his opponent. But he had a pretty good start off of mull to 5.
He did. So, well, we'll see what his 6 looks like. You know, I'm still on the Adam wagon.
Yeah.
Especially because I think that his post sideboard is the one that is most improved. But here we are. Hopefully he gets a hand he can keep and will be off playing some Magic.
All right.
I see a Jit. I saw a Wasteland. I saw a
Windswept Heath, I think.
Yep. And got some, maybe one other land. So might be a little land heavy, but worth playing.
And Todd, Green Sun on turn 1 for a
0.
Dryad Arbor. And Adam, I believe, you know, that's a pretty lucky chair for him. I don't think he's gotten out of that seat in 3 matches.
Yeah, no, he's getting pretty comfortable.
As soon as he moved there,
he
beat Alex Hatfield, then stuck around to defeat Ross Merriam.
Yeah, he's got home field advantage.
Yeah, home field advantage for Adam Kai. Now he doesn't have the he is on the draw here and mulligan, but as far as actual home field advantage goes, I guess you'd have to say Adam has that.
Double checks his cards. Plains doesn't want to get wastelanded. You think he's going to swords this Dryad Arbor? He's gonna do something to it. Like getting the planes there's a little strange.
Yeah, I think he may be just trying to keep Todd back. He's already down a card. Says, you know, no, he's Mother of Runes. Okay.
That makes sense. So yeah, and it shouldn't be noted that his list is playing Tropical Islands.
Mm-hmm.
So that is the other land he has in his hand as a non-basic. So that might be also what he's playing. So he's guaranteed that and has more shots at green mana. If Todd Anderson has a wasteland heavy draw.
Now Todd has double Aven Mind Sensor in hand right now. Both. And well, no, he's just got one in his hand now.
This right now is might be a problem for Adam Kai.
Yeah, so Aven Mind Sensor from Todd makes it so Adam can no longer search his entire library. In fact, he can only search the top 4 cards. And you're not, you know, basically every tutor is now an impulse.
Yep. And it's a conditional impulse, not even a real impulse. Like, it can get real hairy when you have fetch lands.
There we see the Tropical Island, and Adam passes back, and I think Todd's got a nice start here.
Very nice start. So he's going to come in with this Aim Mind Sensor. Adam Kai. Scrib Ranger. Ooh. That's a little painful for Todd.
Todd clearly did not expect the Scrib Ranger.
I mean, he knows it's in his deck. It's kind of a hard card to play around. It is a one of.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, Adam gets to pro white his Scrib Ranger. Yep, block. He can pro white. If Todd Anderson has the Swords of Plowshares, he can still untap it with the by returning the forest and do it again. So that guy is going to die. Now Todd can flash a second one in, but it's not attacking anytime soon. So what looked, you know, super bad for Adam is looking a little bit better now.
So pro white on the Scrib Ranger, and Aven Mind Sensor hits the bin.
Yeah.
Todd cracks a fetch land. Tricky. Green Sun Zenith from Todd. 4/3.
That's a night.
Yeah, Knight of the Reliquary.
Yep. Now, Wasteland plan a little less impressive against Adam Kai because he can just bounce the forest, the Tropical Island.
Yeah.
With his Scrib Ranger. But Knight's still big.
Knight's still a beater, and still a pretty good way of, you know, just doing some tricky things. You can get like Maze of Ith. You got Gaia's Cradle. A lot of Caracas to bounce any sort of Linvala, or you know, any other giant 7-cost legends that might show up.
Adam Kai has a Knight of the Reliquary of his own. And this turn with the turn without a Mind Sensor lets him search.
Misty Rainforest finds a forest for Adam, and I think we're just going to see Knight of the Reliquary, and Adam's Knight a little bit bigger.
It is, just a bit. But, you know,
doesn't mean much.
doesn't mean a whole lot when you have Mother Runes. So what looked like it would be, you know, it looked like it might be real quick with Todd Anderson, that Aven Mind Sensor, all of a sudden slowing down. The game is not as fast as it was. Also, Adam Kai has a JIT.
Yeah, he does.
So it's looking pretty good for Adam, in all honesty.
Scrib Ranger comes in for one. Now, we know Todd has another Aven Mind Sensor, but right now, I don't know that that's going to be too much of a problem for Adam to deal with. Like you said, the Umazawa's Jite.
And here's the cool thing. So Adam Kai has a Scrib Ranger out, and one of the often forgotten abilities of Scrib Ranger is it can let you have a land drop twice. So he can tap 2, play the JIT, return the forest, replay it, equip the JIT,
Without even having a fourth land.
Right, without a fourth land. He can just do it with
access
3
to
lands.
four mana with 3 lands. Yep.
Right. That would be great. Todd is a scavenging ooze. He's big.
And there's the ooze.
He can get 1 larger with that Aven Mind Sensor. Now Adam Kai next turn. So the one way he can get blown is this. He might go to search with the knight, right?
Mm-hmm.
Todd can respond by tapping his forest or playing, sacking it, and then recasting it in Mind Sensor.
Yeah.
Potentially locking Todd out of the no land. Nothing definitive, but potentially.
However, Adam did not use the knight just yet.
Right. Well, it was summoning sickness.
Oh, that's right.
At the end of turn.
Knight,
so, he has a. Todd's playing 2 Mind Sensors has an opportunity here to come up. So, Swords of Plowshares takes out the Scavenging Ooze. Todd is gonna pay pay a green at least to get rid of one of those lands. He wants to shrink Adam's Knight.
Yeah.
Which is, good play. I think Todd knows his matchup fairly well. He knows what he's doing here.
He is activating his knight.
Nope, sacking the Dryad Arbor.
Sacks a Dryad Arbor and has something different in mind. It's gonna find Sajiri Step. I'm just kidding.
Nope, Gaia's Cradle. Taps for 2, and that will be enough to get rid of both those lands. A card not every Maverick deck plays.
All right, so that's okay. Did he
Maybe
target
he
anything?
One.
Yeah, I mean,
He
I
removed at least 1. Maybe he
Okay.
left 1 floating, perhaps?
Yeah, what's going on here?
I think he left 1 floating. That way he can use the, he can still cast the Aven Mind Sensor. Knight, he sacks.
All right,
Oh,
so
and here he goes.
Here we go, trying to do
Aven Mind Sensor. Do you have one on
Mind
top 4, he
Sensor.
says.
So Adam can still, well, he's going to search for the top 4. And
is there a land? He looks, double checks, and it looks like there is land.
looks like there may be 2
Yeah,
lands.
Savannah, yeah. Got there. He seems pretty happy with that. He's very happy with that development. He's like, ooh.
You can't possibly have the second Aven Mind Sensor, can you? No. Oh, you do. Well, I'll just get the run goods anyway.
Yep. Yep, he got there. Pretty good.
Okay, so
Pretty good. And there's the Jit.
Umezawa's Jite.
Jit goes on a Scrib Ranger. Scrib Ranger
And
goes on Todd's face.
yep, swing. Do we pro white it or do we
We just see what happens. No need to pro-write it.
no?
Now he pro-whites it. Now he can bounce a land and untap the Scrib Ranger too, or untap his Mother Runes too. Keep his guys protected from a Swords of Plowshares. I'm actually not sure if he didn't already untap a land this turn. I think he's checking to see if he did or not. And he
Hey,
did
I don't
not.
think he did.
He did not.
So,
I remember thinking he might do it with the knight.
right, but he didn't. Yeah, he
but
didn't end up
the
doing that.
whole Aven Mind Sensor thing kind of put a delay in that plan.
Yeah. So Adam playing exceptionally well, I think,
Very well.
around Todd's, especially Todd's Aven Mind Sensors.
I think so far they both played very well.
Yeah, definitely. I just felt like those Aven Mind Sensors were such a nice kind of trump for Todd to have against Adam, and now he's gone through 2 of them. 2 of 2. All right, so Todd now has the answer for the Umezawa's Jite.
He does. He does, and yeah, Adam does not have enough with that 3/3 knight. Does not have enough to actually kill with the Umezawa's Jite.
Now, no, never mind. I'm like, Bajuka. Oh, he has that in the board.
In the board.
Because he could return a forest, untap the knight, tap the knight, sack the plains, get the Bajuka bog, -2 to hit Todd's knight, and remove his graveyard. So
instead, he's going to get a fetch land. He's going to sack the fetch land. Keep growing his knight. He's double check, make sure there's not a land that's particularly good right here. And I don't think there is. Oh, he gets a Horizon Canopy. All right.
that helps grow the knight just as well.
It does, and it gets him a card. And he's not exactly hurting for mana. So it all works out. Draws card. And blows up the Jit. Adam Kai, no real recourse but to gain 4 life. Worst things have happened. He goes up to 22. Yep, 22. Adam Kai, Todd Anderson 20. 1 green. This is a noble. It is a noble. And Wasteland Wasteland. Let me go back to Adam. So, looking at, do we know how big each of these knights are? Adam Kai's knight looks to be a 1, 2, 3, 5, 5.
Yeah, that's what I see.
And Todd's knight. Oh, another Jit. Ooh, buddy.
Adam
Tap
Kai.
that. Tap the Knight of the Reliquary. Sack something. Probably the Savannah. Yep. Get another land. Equip the Jit. Oh, no, not Savannah. No, it says. Yep, Savannah.
Okay.
Tap that. Get another land. Return a forest. Untap the Knight.
Goes with Wasteland.
Yep. Equip the Scrib
Taps
Ranger.
it. Yep.
I imagine at some point he's going to untap the Knight here. Possibly swing with both. Yeah, I like swinging with both. Like, it doesn't do as much as you want it to do because, you know, the noble's already going to die, so he just... Yep, basically just puts it on 1 counter.
Yeah, so hit you for 1.
Hit you for 1, kill your noble. Incremental card advantage.
Yeah, there we go. Okay.
And pass turn.
So.
I personally probably would have attacked the Knight too. It is like a 6/6, and if he blocks, he still has just 2 counters in the Jit.
Right.
Not too bad.
He just doesn't want to get so far behind on mana, I think, you know.
Well, he can also block Todd's Knight right here.
Oh, he can still... Well, there's another knight from Todd. Yep. He can still untap the knight here if he needs to, but I guess the thing is he doesn't have to commit to it at that point.
Right, right.
We've already seen Todd just, you know, kill the Jit, and, you know, Adam, I guess, is saying, you know, I'd like to use these counters for something more than gaining life. I'll just, in this case, I
understand that.
I'll leave my land.
Possibly a swords here. No, just another Mother Runes. Just another Mother Runes. Nothing else.
That's all.
That's all. Here's where I would pro green, pro white my knight. Attack. He's counting lands, how big they are. Get in for some damage. Untap him. Leave him back to block with the Mother Runes untapped. Or I guess you can't leave them both untapped. No, you can untap them. Untap the Mother Runes, then untap the, no, you only have 1 forest. Boo. Boo, you can't do anything more than just put counters on a Jit. And next turn, though. Next turn, that Knight's coming out.
Oh, Knight's going to do some work here.
Yeah, but he's got to sack the planes, which is not ideal. But, you know, Todd has to draw a bit to get out of this. He can't, because his, he has one card in hand. If it's a Green Sun Zenith, Adam kind of knows that will let him go get a Kasali Pride Mage. Though, yeah, because, yeah, look at a Pride Mage. If he draws a Pride Mage, he can kill the Jit. Clearly, that's, you know, top order on Todd's list is killing Jit. He could draw his own Jit, so he's got plenty of ways around it.
Yeah.
But
so Adam's content to wasteland Todd's Gaia's Cradle and then tutor up one of his own off of the Knight. And now appears to be casting a Green Sun Zenith for 3. Oh, for 2. Wait, 1,
No.
2. He could have cast it for 3.
he could have.
Gets a Scavenging Ooze. In fact, maybe he cast it for 2, left 1 green floating, and can now remove 2 cards. So it looks like he went with Dryad Arbor. So gains life and shrinks Todd's Knights. Very, very effective.
Was it Dryad Arbor? Does Todd play 2 Dryad Arbors?
I think it's maybe I'm wrong. Maybe that's not. No, that's not another Dryad Arbor. For some reason.
I think that was a card that was swords earlier or something.
Maybe. So maybe he just... No, yeah, it was just 1 green floating. He removed the Dryad Arbor. I was thinking he had already tapped out other cards.
Right.
No, he just removed the Dryad Arbor, gained a life, and got a land out of the graveyard. Still gained a life and shrunk a Knight.
Todd's going to wasteland here, because he needs to keep him off Cradle, because that Cradle next turn decimates his graveyard. At some point here, he's going to get a wasteland. He just has to. He can't let him untap with Cradle. There's just no way. I have to imagine Todd has at least 1 wasteland left, right? He's played a few. But I was
Oh, wow, nice.
That is nice.
So here we go. He gets a Green Sun Zenith off the top. He's going to have to generate some mana here with the Knights, but that's not really a problem. He's got a Green Sun Zenith for Pride Mage, I guess, and maybe look and make sure that he didn't already use up his Pride Mages.
Yeah,
he's got 3, so he's certainly got some Pride Mages.
He does have a wasteland left.
Oh, he's looking at his lands here. He's not tutoring up the Pride Mage just yet. He is using the Knight here. So he sacrificed. He added a mana.
He added mana.
Sacrificed Savannah.
Yep.
Gets another Savannah. Adds a mana. Savannah mana, Hannah mana, banana. Yes.
Do.
Gets a forest.
Yep.
Taps it. Now
Green
he has
Sun
3 in his pool. Green Sun Zenith for 2. Kasali Pride Mage.
Destroy Jit.
Destroy your equipment. And, oh, now he added counters to the Jite.
Oh no, you
How
got
many
6 counters. Kills everything now.
Yeah. And Adam gains a bunch of life again.
That's not that bad for Adam. Like,
no. I mean, he just gained a bunch of life.
Right.
And,
no, but the whole thing is that that Jit is dead, I believe.
Yeah, I would think so. Maybe Todd was targeting the dice.
Can we get that Jit? Okay. All right. Didn't want to let too far pass, and they go, okay, well, it's too far to back up. That'd be awkward.
Yeah. Well,
that's a long judge. That could be a long judge call.
Todd would be like, wait. When did you play that the third one?
So the big deal here is that Adam Kai taps that for 5 mana. That is going to pretty much empty. It's not quite going to empty it. It's going to take a lot of lands out of Todd's graveyard. Todd's graveyard's pretty full of lands.
Yeah, he could also go and remove a bunch of creatures too, make that a huge ooze, and swing pretty willy-nilly in there. I mean, Todd's at 17. How big is Adam's Knight?
It's big.
I mean,
it's big. It's not as big as Todd's are right now, but it's going to be a lot bigger after the ooze gets done with it.
Yeah, I imagine we're going to see that Knight attack here too. So.
That's a possibility.
Yeah, I mean he can add a mana, return it with the Scrib Ranger. Add a mana, return the forest with the Scrib Ranger, untap the Knight, use Gaia's Cradle plus the other floating green, theoretically to remove 6 cards from Todd's graveyard, or remove 6 creatures from any mix of graveyards. Gain 6 life. Have a have a 9/9 ooze and a giant knight there, and that may be enough to kill Todd right here.
How's ooze getting up to 9/9?
Ooze is right now a 3/3, right?
Right, but he has to remove 6 creatures.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. He needs to move 6 creatures, and if there's 6 creatures between the 2 graveyards.
Fair.
You know, I think Adam needs to think about this because I think
10/10.
Okay, so Adam's Knight. So that ooze does not even need to get that much bigger. It just needs the 4 creatures, and I don't know if that's what he did, but.
Well, no, I think he was just removing lands. He's working on shrinking Todd's Knights.
Right, but I think he had the win here, right there. Todd's at 17. It's virtual right. 7. That ooze is already a 3. All you need to remove is 4 creatures. You're telling me that there's not 4 creatures in between those two
there's
graveyards?
4 creatures. You're right. Yeah.
He could have just. He had the mana.
You're right.
He could have also shrunk the knights. You know what I mean? He could have also, not that he wouldn't have shrunken them as much, but he could have used a little bit and shrunken them a little bit if that's what he really wanted to do.
Now the knight was only 10/10. He untaps it, bounces it. Yeah.
I mean, he's still in great shape here, but. Again, you give your opponent an extra turn. You give your opponent an extra turn.
Right.
And sometimes that extra turn is going to matter. And Todd Anderson's the kind of player who I think he can take advantage of an extra turn.
Not this turn.
Not this time. Okay.
Not that time.
You know, but I would not want to be giving anybody an extra turn.
No. Extra turns are bad. It's like time loss.
It's like you played a meditate and didn't draw the 4 cards. Oops. I forgot to draw 4.
That's a bad play. I would never do that. No.
Yeah,
never, not in a million years. I've
done
that.
You have done
that? No,
that?
I've never done that.
So I believe we're going to be doing some trivia. Is that why we're back in the booth with us?
Trivia? What are we giving away?
We're going to give away... Are we giving away Gen Con badges now?
Gen Con
We're giving away a Gen Con badge. So that's a pretty good prize. So we're going to ask you guys a question. You tweet the answer. What? Oh, you have an idea. Okay, you got a question. All right. So I'll explain the situation. You get to ask the question. So if you haven't done this before, if you're not familiar, you guys on Twitter, ladies on Twitter, gentlemen on Twitter, you guys will answer our trivia question and include with the answer the hashtag SCG Premium, which you can see down there. So
the only thing we'll see is we're looking for SCG Premium. We're not looking for the right answer. We're looking for the right answer, but we're not going to just search for the right answer. Just that. We're searching for
hashtag
SCG Premium and the right answer.
Right. So if you don't include SCG Premium in your tweet, we're not going to see it.
Nope.
So you have to include SCG Premium in your tweet. You don't have to tweet at us. That's not even necessary because we could ask a question that has a really long 130 character answer.
Right. You could tweet at nobody. I would actually 99 to work with. All right. I would actually just tweet to a friend, tweet to a neighbor, a relative, tweet to somebody famous, and just tell them what we're asking because we're just looking for the hashtag. You can tell Penn Jillette, you can tell
Barack Obama,
Snooki. She's got a Twitter account.
Yeah, Lady Gaga.
Yeah, Lady Gaga's got to put. Everyone, just tweet to Lady Gaga.
Yeah, everybody just tweet to Lady Gaga. And include the hashtag SCG Premium. And
she's going to go, what is SCG Premium? What is this thing? Tell me. I want to know now.
We're going to have hundreds of people tweeting at Lady Gaga.
If you want to, you don't have to. No, we're not going to require you to tweet Lady Gaga.
I think it's funny.
If you do, you know what? Maybe we can start a trend here.
So you have a question to ask.
I do have a question. There is a certain card in Adam Kai's deck. Adam Kai, who just won the first game. It's a card that we saw do some pretty nutty things the last game. It's a certain card that we've seen in other decks in Legacy, but we've never seen it in a Maverick deck before. It costs 7 mana. It is a creature.
We've seen it in Standard.
We've seen it in Standard, yeah. We've seen it all over the place, but never in Maverick. This is the first time.
Yeah.
So what 7 mana legend is Adam Kai playing in his deck that is just made for one of the most absurd blow-up games we've ever seen just last round. So tweet that at
Lady
whoever.
Gaga.
At Lady Gaga if you'd like to. Anybody, Barack Obama, Neil deGrasse Tyson probably wants to know all about this card.
Yeah, there you go.
Tweet at whoever. Just include the hashtag SCG Premium or just say it to yourself. You can tweet at yourself.
Yeah, as long as you include the answer and SCG Premium, you are a potential winner of a Gen Con badge.
Very true. Potential winner.
So there are the players getting ready for game 2. Todd thinking, I played 2 Aven Mind Sensors. What happened?
Yeah, who knows?
This guy played so many tutors, and I played 2 Aven Mind Sensors. Seriously, right, Jeremy? I mean,
a disappointing number of people are not tweeting at Lady Gaga.
Wow. You have to, I mean, we're a little biased. People that tweet at Lady Gaga.
We're not focusing on people that tweet at Lady Gaga. I
just
want to make it very clear.
You get bonus points.
We're not very clear. We're just saying it can go to anybody. It doesn't have to come at us. Adam Kai.
Tweet it at Adam Kai.
Yeah, you can tweet it at Adam Kai. He wants to know what's in his deck. He wants to make sure. Tweet at Todd Anderson, so Todd Anderson knows. It's
Todd Anderson might be the one who really needs to know.
He might find out very soon.
He could.
But yeah, Todd Anderson on the play.
Looks like he's got a questionable
cradle
kind of hand. He's got a cradle,
Gideon,
fetch, and he's got I think he's mulligan.
He has all these huge mana costs and a cradle to cast it all, but not enough mana to like.
Right. The cradle's not going to do anything because there's not going to be any guys in play to make the cradle do anything. Add mana, add enough mana, or any mana at all.
Very true. So Adam Kai, it looks like he keeps his 7.
Yeah.
He's happy about it.
He is.
He's going. I am seeing a lot of. There are some people who are tweeting at Lady Gaga, and looking for anyone else tweeting at interesting people and telling them all about all about a card. All about a card.
Bless you.
Excuse me. I had a little thing in my throat. Telling them all about a card at SG Premium.
All right, we're having a great time here at the StarCityGames.com Open Series. As always,
there is nothing more fun. Commentating is awesome. I just want you to know that. If you've ever wondered, it is hard work, but it is awesome.
It is. It really is. I mean, we have all these great times, these crazy situations when people play crazy cards at Lady Gaga, and
and you know what?
What?
We get to see deck lists all day.
Yeah, we do.
We are the happiest kids in the entire world.
This is the happiest place on earth, I think.
It really is.
It's reached the pinnacle.
It has. It has. It's nice.
So Todd seems to be presents his deck here, and we're gonna see.
Let's see.
Did Adam mulligan as well? Because Todd is now shuffling a different deck.
He must have mulligan too.
Okay.
Wait, confirmation? They did both mulligan?
They're both mulled to 6.
Both mulled to 6. Okay. Mulled wine here.
Someone has informed Christopher Walken about it.
Yeah, he would want to know.
He does want to know.
Todd going to 5. Adam counting his hand and says, I count 5, and the 6th card is going to make this a keepable hand. It looks like he says, yes, I'll keep. Todd, meanwhile, already on the shuffle. Shuffling. Getting ready to hope his next 5 are good. So Adam did keep. Okay, confirmation there. So as far as sideboards go, Linvala, obviously we did mention. I mean, we saw a mirror match in the semifinals. So the plans here are not going to be all that different. You know how good Linvala is. Adam Kai has 2 more. Sorry, yeah, he only has 2. He has 2 in his board.
Well, he's got 1 more Linvala, but he kind of has 3 more.
Yeah, if you want to count
because he has Fauna Shamans.
He does.
That is it is a big deal. Fauna Shaman's kind of a big deal. Let's just be honest. Speaking of Fauna Shaman.
Survival of the fittest on a dude.
On a dude. Now, you usually think it's not quite as good as survival of the fittest.
No, but
survival on a dude is not survival.
No. So Todd kept his 5 and was able to successfully Swords to Plowshares Adam's turn 1 play of a Noble Hierarch.
But he doesn't have a turn 2 play. Adam
now on turn 2.
He has a turn 2 land. He has a Windswept Heath. Imagine he'll be getting a Plains just in case. The last thing Adam wants in this game is to get in a situation where a Wasteland takes him out of it and puts him on the same footing as Todd does. Todd is on. So he gets his, another full art Zendikar land.
They rotated from standard, but you can play them in Legacy.
You can play the lands wherever you want to play.
I know.
But
it's fun to say strange things.
It's
like
fun
that.
to say strange things. I agree. I very much agree. And Mother of Runes, a card that Todd Anderson didn't draw a single one of in the first game, and really helped Adam Kai out a lot. But Todd does it as a second land. He gets a second land. He searches. He imagined we'll get a basic also of some sort. Probably, yep, Forest.
Now we keep talking about how good Linvala is in this matchup, and one thing that's also kind of an interesting little interaction in Adam's deck is Loyal Retainers can get a dead Linvala back out of the graveyard.
They can get a.
So, I mean, if that's what's available, if that's what's there,
yep.
if Todd plays his Linvala and Adam plays his Linvala, and they legend rule each other out, Adam can say Loyal Retainers, get my Linvala right back into play. So
why not Loyal Retainers? Man, so do the next level of this is right. One Emrakul on the board.
Because why not?
Because hey, Loyal Retainers Emrakul is quite a combo.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough to get Emrakul in the graveyard though, to stay there.
Loyal Retainers is a Saxon instant. You can discard Emrakul.
Oh yeah, in response.
Yeah,
in response to the trigger.
In response to the trigger.
Right, you heard it next. You heard it next. You heard it here. That's what's coming up next for Maverick.
That is the next level Maverick.
Yeah. Scrib Ranger on Todd's side of the board this game. Tricky. Both players with a Knight of the Reliquary on board. Both players with a tricky creature on the board.
Yep.
And Adam taps white, and Todd immediately goes to put his Knight in the exile zone. But it is a Mother of Runes.
Just a Mother of Runes.
Here's a Fauna Shaman. Adam Kai has Fauna Shaman summoning sick, not yet online, but
so if Adam Kai draws another land, he just gets to cast Linvala.
And Adam's Knight doing a little work. Forest goes to the graveyard. Tutors up a Wasteland. Wasteland for Todd's white source.
Yep, he thinks and says, nah.
He says, I have a Wasteland and you have a Savannah, and I just thought I'd point that out. Yeah.
Well, and I actually don't like necessarily Wastelanding here. I kind of, for Adam Kai, I kind of just want to play Linvala next turn. He doesn't draw land. He needs to draw land to both be able to discard and play Linvala. But also, Todd Anderson kind of has a Scrib Ranger in play, kind of stops Wasteland from killing Savannah. So that was a very good catch by Adam Kai of, never mind.
Stretching.
Just stretching. What you doing? Nothing. Not targeting nothing with this Wasteland, that's for sure. One white. He probably has swords. He was thinking he had swords in the brain. If he swords,
he does.
Yeah, but you know what?
Yeah, what are you gonna do with that? There's Mother of Runes.
He goes up as white, and he's like, Mother of Runes, right? So
yeah, both players in a situation where like, I just wanted to show you the swords to plowshare.
Right? Let's not and say we did.
So Maze of Ithol, though, also on Adam's side of the board, by the way. He did play that at the end of last turn. So Todd now wastelanding Adam's Wasteland.
Waste your waste.
Okay. Adam fine with that, I suppose.
Yeah, it's okay.
I mean, I don't really know that he wanted. I think that Wasteland, searching for Wasteland was actually, something he couldn't take back, but he did manage to not completely commit to wastelanding Todd's land. I just think that he may not have even gone for Wasteland if at that point.
Probably not.
If he had thought of it earlier. We've got a little bit of autofocus problems happening over there with the camera.
A little bit. We've just moved into mood lighting.
Yeah. Looks like somebody put some Vaseline on the lens a little bit.
Right. I approve. I like where this is going.
And Scavenging Ooze.
Promising to take away Adam Kai's lead right now.
Autofocus is a little blurry. It just changed. It seems to it's getting better, but the autofocus acted a little funny. Oh, it's Jeremy's breathing on it. That's what it is. That actually worked. I don't think you breathed on it, but that was good timing.
All right, so we're gonna see what we can do something about the focus issues a bit, but oh, there goes a land, and we'll probably get another land in just a second.
All right, Knight of the Reliquary. Looks like it was going to do something. Todd changed his mind. A lot of, I think I want to never mind here going on.
Yep. I mean, it happens.
That's fine.
People have been playing for a while today.
I think there are like literally 6 people left in the building, and 2 of them are on camera.
Yeah, it's true. True story.
The other 2 are us, and then we got 2 directors over here, and I think everybody else is gone. There's security guards here.
Callie's around, watching Todd.
Yeah.
That's all happening.
All right, so.
Untaps. Draws. Does he have a land that will let him play Linvala? 3. Actually, he still can't because he
Maze of Ith does not add mana.
Does not add mana. No, it does not. And it also does not sack to Knight of Reliquary. So I might have to wait a little bit longer before Linvala hits the board. But when it does, it'll be real nice for Adam Kai. I mean, he can discard a creature's turn and start using that Fauna Shaman. That guy's gonna be huge. He has a Knight in his hand. I think he wants to play that Knight. And a Scrib
He has
Ranger.
a Scrib Ranger, so he could.
Todd points to the Mother of Runes, the bane of his existence at this point.
Yeah. So he could tap the 2. He could tap the Knight, sacrifice something, get a Gaia's Cradle, tap that for a ton of mana, flash in the. Still leaving a white floating.
Well, I think he's I think the first thing he's looking to do is casting the Scrib. First, well, I was looking at casting the Scrib Ranger first. But looks like
well, that's what I mean. Basically, what I was. The interaction, he could untap them. He could use the Knight twice to get white mana out of it. If he gets a Gaia's Cradle off the Knight. Now that's just if you're really on the Linvala plan, you can.
Now the one thing I was thinking about the Loyal Retainers plan, but the problem with that right now is that Todd Anderson can go get the Bajuka Bog. I imagine he boarded in.
The
Bajuka Bog.
Bajuka Bog. The other thing is Adam would have to discard that Knight, because I think that's the only card left in his hand is another Knight.
Yeah, fair. I mean, I would rather have Linvala than a Knight, personally.
Sure, but you'd much rather discard something like Noble Hierarch, but
This is true. I agree with that statement.
So if he doesn't have to do it here, he may decide he wants to wait. All right, so looks like Mother of Runes giving the Knight protection from something here, and Knight appears to be attacking. Todd has a play here.
He doesn't play. He's tapping his Knight. He's sacking a land. He's looking at just filtering through fetch land. One green removes, I believe, the last land from Adam Kai's graveyard, so that Knight is not big at all.
No, I think isn't that a land right there?
You might maybe.
Yeah, I think he just removed the second to the penultimate.
Penultimate land.
Penultimate land.
You're right. They're on the tape a bit, so.
Yeah.
So now we're sacking a forest, or returning forest, rather, playing the forest. Adam Kai a little choked on white for what, at least what I want him to do. But maybe this turn he will use the Fauna Shaman. I want to Linvala out. I really think that Adam Kai, that is a good play. I think that you just lock out so much in the Maverick Mirror with Linvala.
Yeah, we may see something along those
lines.
lines.
Todd appears to have an Elspeth in hand. And he's just, every end he's just, tormented by these Mother of Runes that Adam Kai draws and Todd Anderson doesn't. You know, goes through his deck. I mean, he still has them in there, right? He hasn't boarded out Mother Runes. There they are. There's Mother right there. It's just not. You just can't draw them, you know. And they're so big in this mirror, especially for, you know, more so for Todd because he doesn't have access to Elvish Norn. You know, Almkai has to get a Linvala out before he can Elvish Norn, but other card that really does anything is Jit in terms of dealing with Mother Runes.
Now, yeah, this is pretty strange, but whatever, you know, white noise was pumping in here. I don't know if it was air conditioning or something. It turned off. Now I'm worried. I think Jeremy is too, that the players can hear us. That's why Jeremy just walked out. Hopefully, that's not the case, or else we're gonna have to do the whisper thing.
Do the whisper.
I've done that before.
Yep, we've all done the whisper.
Yeah. It is certainly. I would much rather them turn the air back on so we can talk normally. But Jeremy, can you hear us? I don't know. Okay. I don't. He doesn't seem to be reacting. Oh, are we doing the whisper thing? Okay.
I think we're moving to whisper mode.
Moving to whisper mode.
It's like the Hunt for October.
Okay.
Turning on the whisper engine. All right, so Adam Kai.
He has a Linvala right there.
Yep.
And there it is.
There it is, Linvala.
So he heard you say, I want to see a Linvala, and he thought, I want Sam Stoddard to be very happy. I want him to leave this event with a smile on his face because he saw Linvala.
Happy to see Linvala. Happy to see it. Where is it going to be? Linvala. Todd Anderson shuffling Adam's Kai's deck. He just wanted to see Linvala. I'll tell you that much.
No. He does have an Elspeth on board, which +1'd and made a very strange-looking soldier.
It is. It's a
mirror soldier?
No, it's actually one of the townsfolk.
Oh, it's a townsfolk. Oh, yeah, it is.
Yep.
Yeah.
From Guide of the Townsfolk. They're still soldiers. They just, you know.
Yeah. It looked like a mirror token to me.
Swords on the Knight. Counts at the graveyard. He's going to get some life out of this. But he doesn't want life. He wants a knight.
Seems fair. Seems like a fair, a reasonable desire there.
I think so.
Todd, though, not playing counterspells. Does not have a Mother of Runes in play.
Yep, he can untap it, tap it, sack a forest, get one more land.
Or two. Go fetch land here.
You can get fetch land if you'd like to.
Which is going to lose him a life and gain him a life, but
right.
It makes future knights bigger.
It will. It will until, you know, I imagine both players have the Berjuke Bogs in, so.
But that does appear to be the plan. Yep. Or at least that's what it looks like.
Yep.
Adam still holding the swords. Just floating
still
over
on the
table.
sack.
Yeah, alright, so swords resolves. And
Todd Anderson goes up by a bit.
Yeah, I think he may have gained...
Gain a few life?
He may have gained almost 10 life.
Adam Kai, he's got all these Mother Runes, and he's not really pushing them very hard, but I mean, I think that's okay. You don't have to push him too hard.
No, maybe Todd pushed his too hard early in the tournament. They don't want to show up.
Could be. Is he having both of his,
It looked like it. I mean... Okay, he's targeting two different guys.
He's like pro. Coming in.
Yeah. We've got a...
Pro green, so the soldier can block one. Yeah, I think he's just trying to get rid of Elspeth right now. This can't go too wrong, really. It does give Todd Anderson a theoretical ability to draw a Swords of Plowshares, He can attack, and if Adam tries to untap something, he can respond by swordsing it. But as long as Adam doesn't do anything major, he can just use the he always threatens using the Scrib Ranger to untap Mother Runes to counter any swords or anything. But there are no swords here, just
a Noble Hierarch.
Noble Hierarch.
And Elspeth makes another Townsfolk Soldier.
Yep.
Adam untapping.
Untapping. Here's where I personally would put the Linvala. Get the Linvala out. Get Linvala out, work on getting out Elesh Norn next turn.
Alright, taps a green, taps a white. Got green, white, knight tapped. Sacrifice of plains. Interesting. Okay.
Now the big question is how many lands did Bruce Mann have left in his deck?
That's not a land.
Not a land. No, that's a land. That is a
go.
Savannah. Jit does not tap for green or white.
And so we're going to see... So he's got a green and a white floating. Returns the forest, untaps the knight.
4 mana.
Replays the forest.
Linvala.
Taps a green and another white. Plays Linvala.
Mm-hmm. And, I mean, you can do that. You can give somebody some pros and get over and hit Elspeth. In all honesty, the game is fairly well locked up for Adam at this point. I personally wouldn't even bother attacking here. I would just focus on getting Elesh Norn next turn. I don't think that, there's a very small risk, but I just wouldn't end up taking.
So what he did, I think, is just gave the one knight pro green and pro white and just killed Elspeth. Passing back here. Todd now on the back foot, facing down Linvala. You can tell, looked like his hands even kind of did a whatever kind of thing. What am I going to do?
So Adam Kai, if he has a creature, and he actually doesn't have a creature now, so he can't quite get Linvala, I guess. If he draws a creature, he can discard it to the Fauna Shaman to get
Elesh Norn. And he did draw a creature. I think it's another knight.
It might be.
Believe so.
He's 1 green short from being able to actually get Elesh Norn out this turn.
Right,
both creatures attack, both the Linvala and the knight.
And I assume... He definitely gave out some protection with the Mother of Runes, just not exactly sure.
He did. I think he gave a knight pro green and pro white.
Okay, and then just flew over with the knight.
With
Linvala. And Todd not blocking with Scrib Ranger.
Yep, Adam Kai plays another knight at the Royal Quarry. Yep, flips over Mother Runes, just not enough. Adam Kai wins 2-0 versus Todd Anderson in the finals of the Legacy Open at the Legacy Open, StarCityGames.com, Legacy Open in Baltimore.
Yeah, with